Hello and welcome to Chabot News for October 3rd, 2018. My name is Romualdo, and in today's news we will cover Chabot parking, Trump mocking Christine Blasey Ford, and the latest on the Mariah Davis case. Entertainment news, Luis Del Toro will show us why Ruby Rose is the internet's most dangerous celebrity. In the top 5, Roberto will bring us the top 5 fruits and vegetables to try this October. In our sports section, Enrique will give you information on the Giants' nightmare season. All that and more coming up on Chabot News. President Donald Trump mocked Christine Blasey Ford, who accused Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh of sexually assaulting her when they were teenagers. At a campaign rally on Tuesday, October 2nd, Trump reenacted Ford's appearance before the Judiciary Committee. He ridiculed her various times, even repeating what Ford said in his Ford voice. Several rally goers got behind Trump, claiming that they did not believe in Ford's claims. Meanwhile, some people are confused with this act by Trump since on Friday, September 28th, he had claimed that he thought Ford's claims were very credible and that she seemed like a fine woman. Trump, however, after now making fun of Ford's testimony, stated, "A man's life is shattered. These are really evil people." Authorities arrested 19-year-old Anthony Pimentel under the suspicion of homicide. This began when East Bay Regional Park District Police said to have discovered the body of a woman suspected to be 18-year-old Mariah Davis. The body was said to be found near the dam at 3:30 a.m. in the morning, located close to the East Bay Municipal Utility District, which is said to release water into Lake Chabot. Officers have arrested Pimentel after information was given on social media by family members saying she was last seen with him. The investigation is still underway, with the body still needing to be identified by the coroner. Pimentel faced bail on Monday and faces an arraignment hearing on Wednesday. Now here's Enrique with the sports.
The San Francisco Giants ended one of their worst seasons yet with a Giant loss to the Dodgers on Sunday, September 30th. The Giants lost to the LA Dodgers 15-0, capping off their 21st loss of September and ending their season 73-89. That's only a 9-game improvement from last season. To top it off, this was also the last game the Giants fan favorite Hunter Pence would be playing for the team. The team claims that a weak roster and multiple injuries are the reason for such a slump. But despite the disappointing ending to a terrible season, fans still cheered on Hunter Pence as he rode through the field on his scooter. And he left some encouraging words to the fans and players. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. An announcement from the NFL on Monday, October 1st, stated that they are indefinitely suspending the Seattle Seahawks linebacker Michael Kendricks after his guilty plea to insider trading. In 2014, Kendricks illegally made $1.2 million on major trading deals after a Goldman Sachs employee gave him non-public information. He was sentenced 32 months behind bars starting in January. But the Seahawks coach Pete Carroll is still optimistic about working with Kendricks and is awaiting word if the suspension can be lifted in time for next Sunday's game against the LA Rams. Kendricks was originally signed on as a replacement for KJ Wright, who suffered a knee injury in August. With only a couple of weeks left before Wright can come back, the Seahawks are in desperate need for a replacement. Back to you, Romualdo.
Are you constantly late to class because the parking lot is always full? The answer to this question is yes for a lot of Chabot students. This is especially true during the first few weeks of the fall semester. When asked about his thoughts for a solution, Officer Steve Lowry said, "It is difficult at the beginning of every semester because students who have enrolled will show up until they no longer need the class or change their schedule. The only solution is to wait a couple weeks into the semester when parking availability becomes better." So even though there aren't any solutions at the moment for this issue, the best thing to do is stay calm and plan accordingly. We sent our reporter Will Pitcher out to talk to the students about how they feel about Chabot parking.
Tell me how you feel about Chabot College's parking situation.
So I actually go to both Losbo and Chabot, and I would say that the parking situations at both schools are probably like equally terrible. Losbo's is a little bit better because there's way more parking, but a lot more kids drive to Losbo because there's not a very good bus system out there, and Losbo's not really near anything, so you can't really walk there. But I come here twice a week, and I have class at 9, and I drive all the way from Livermore. And even if I leave like an hour and a half before my class, sometimes I don't end up getting here until like 9:05 or like 9:10, just because there's like a lot of traffic or like car crashes and stuff that can happen that I can't really like plan for. And so then I get here and there's like no parking left and it's impossible to find a spot.
As many can agree, a slow internet connection is one of the most frustrating things to ever exist. This is especially true for anyone trying to use the campus's Wi-Fi, as many students know the long history of Chabot's Wi-Fi signal. After years of poor signal strength and student complaints, the campus Wi-Fi was finally improved over the summer. 324 wireless access points were installed throughout the campus, including one in every classroom. These access points run 802.11 AC and allow internet connection throughout the school to run much faster than it did in previous years. The project to improve the campus wireless connection started on July 23rd and concluded on August 15th, right before the start of the fall semester. Now here's Top 5 with Roberto.
Today we'll go over the top 5 fruits and vegetables you should try this month. Number 5, chestnuts. In contrast to other nuts and seeds, chestnuts have surprisingly few calories. 100 grams only contain 170 calories. Number 4, green beans. Whether as a side dish to salmon or steak or as a salad, green beans should be a staple of your fall meal plan. 100 grams of this vegetable contains only about 30 calories. Plus, green beans have plenty of vitamin B, folic acid, and iron. If that isn't enough for you, the beta-carotene contained within the beans is a precursor of the vitamin A. And vitamin A is important for those healthy eyes. Number 3, plums. The taste of plums just makes you think of fall. After all, the stone fruit is in season until the end of October. Its main benefit is its high level of anthocyanins, or secondary metabolites, which gives the fruit its distinctive purple color. They contain loads of fiber and therefore strengthen your gut flora. But don't forget to drink plenty of water because otherwise they have the opposite effect. Number 2, red beets, a magic bullet for runners. Yes, it seems so. A study was conducted at the University of Exeter in the UK on the effect of red beets on athletic endurance. And as a matter of fact, those athletes who drank red beet juice before the race performed way better. Why are red beets supposed to make you faster? Studies have found improved oxygen extraction in the muscle tissues after consuming that red root vegetable. In addition, red beets have an antihypertensive effect and help lower your blood pressure. They taste best in the form of smoothies, salads, or in risotto. And number 1, pears. Did you know that one large pear covers nearly 1/4 of your daily requirement of fiber? I didn't. In fact, it is one of the highest fiber fruits there is. Plus, pears only contain 100 calories. But low calorie doesn't mean it doesn't have no nutrients. Pears have a rich vitamin C, K, and potassium. And the best thing about them, that pears are very delicious, especially right now in October when they are in season. And now we go back to Ron Waldo with the news.
A new study shows how eating one group of food in particular can dramatically raise your risk of mania. Researchers from Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine carried out an analysis involving more than 1,000 people. Some of the people in the study were patients who were receiving care for psychiatric disorders, while others had no history of psychiatric problems. The researchers studied their records for the decade beginning in 2007, and they discovered that the people who were hospitalized for mania were 3.5 times more likely than people without psychiatric disorders to have eaten cured meat before the hospitalization. So take care of your mental health by avoiding heavily processed foods. Now we have entertainment with Luis Del Toro.
41-year-old rapper Kanye West is in the spotlight, but for all the wrong reasons. After supporting President Donald Trump during his appearance on Saturday Night Live on September 29th, West received a lot of backlash. This apparently was not enough for West throughout, as he tweeted out the next day that the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery, should be repealed. Quote, "This represents good in America becoming whole again." He captioned a picture of himself in a "Make America Great Again" hat. West's wife, Kim Kardashian, defended her husband by stating, quote, "He knows what he's doing and what's good for his career. Is this all just a publicity stunt for Kanye West, or is this really how he feels? You guys decide." Ruby Rose has been crowned the internet's most dangerous celebrity. On Tuesday, October 2nd, McAfee gave Rose the title after claiming that no other celebrity was more likely to land users on websites that carries viruses or malware. It is believed that Rose sparked an online interest after playing Batwoman in a upcoming CW series. McAfee urges internet users to consider risks associated with searching for downloadable content and regularly update their antivirus systems. The company used its own site rating to compile the celebrity list and used searches on Google, Bing, and Yahoo. McAfee stated that it is important for users to think before they click and ask everyone to make sure they're searching safely. But the Rose have taken Avril Lavigne's spot as the internet's most dangerous celebrity. Back to you, Juan Waldo.
It's the scariest time of the month, and that usually means free candy, partying, and festivities. Here are two great local festivities and things to do before Halloween. Boo at the Zoo is a daytime event at the Oakland Zoo. This event is held on October 27th and 28th. It starts at 10 a.m. and ends at 3 p.m. The second event this month is the Monster Bash, will be on the 27th. It starts at 7:30 and ends at 1 a.m. The Monster Bash includes food vendors, live music, and a costume contest. It will be hosted on the retired U.S. vessel, the USS Hornet, so make sure to come out and be about in this spookiest month. That's all for Chabot News this week. Thanks to all the students and staff in the Mass Communications Department here at Chabot College for making this production possible. You can watch us anytime online at youtube.com/ChabotTV. Stay tuned to KCTH Channel 27 for more Chabot TV.